Yo, what is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 373. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Sup, people? How's it going?
Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
Yo, yo, yo.
And Adam Vale.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Adam, man, the move is happening, bruh.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot, and came across an issue today.
Uh-oh.
The fridge doesn't fit.
Shit.
Oh.
Is there an alcove for it? Like, it's like one of
those.
those things?
No, it's got the spot and everything. They did the measurements because they already built the cabinets and all the shit around it, and all the appliances had to be put in today, and everything was going smooth until they came across that there's some issues with the fridge fitting. So now the contractor said that it's something he could adjust. He thinks it's the molding at the bottom that's maybe a little bit too it's sticking out too far. So he said if they remove that molding, which probably it really doesn't matter because we don't see that back end when the fridge is pushed against the wall. So hopefully that's the issue. If not, then that means the whole countertop has to be taken out and moved over to make it fit. So it's a pain, man.
Sounds like
Adam,
a pain.
Yo, I don't wanna.
Whoa.
Hopefully, I'm not hitting a nerve on the question I'm about to ask. But is there enough room for Dutch?
He's gonna be fun. That whole office is gonna be crazy. Like the shit that I'm putting in, you're gonna see a couch behind me and all kinds of things.
Oh, shit.
He's got wood paneling on the walls.
As a matter of fact, he built the entire office around Dutch. You don't know that.
Everything is around Dutch.
Yeah. He even has a little alcove in the wall for it.
It's it's gonna be in there, and then you're gonna see some cool stuff on display, some stuff that Manny will remember. And it's gonna be cool because there's some things that I still had in boxes from when I lived in Astoria that never got unboxed. So I finally have space to unbox these things.
Time for some unboxing videos.
So hopefully by Sunday I'll be back on camera and you'll see at the new spot.
Yeah,
that's
about my camera. Let me change my shit here. All right, man. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna delay the featured topic until Brett gets here because it would be wrong of us to discuss it without him. Obviously, he wants to talk about the Elden Rings. So we'll move on to shit he doesn't care about, which I already have. Oh, what's up, man? You got an announcement?
I was gonna ask you about your Bright Light session.
It went well. You know, I had Taylor on, a couple people, and we were just discussing some of the basically because the first two sessions were about how to get into game journalism, or not game, just journalism in general. So this one, it was like, okay, you got your foot in the door. How do you like what are the steps you take to be successful, not burn out? How to deal with criticism, both constructive and not constructive, and all that. Shared some stories and went very well. You know, it's been 6 months since my last one, so obviously that's not going to happen again. So I'm going to try to do another session in March, and this is going to be us, you know, because I've had this specific one in my head since the beginning. I want to do like how to deal, and this is good for like any creative person or anybody prominent, how to deal with online haters and backlash. We briefly touched on it on this one, but we're really going to, and more specifically, how do you comport yourself online, you know, because I feel a lot of even professionals like David Jaffe, right, don't have any fucking chill. Like, there's a certain way to comport yourself out there, you know? And this is me saying this shit. Like, I'm a crazy loud motherfucker. I know how to play the game, you know? So you gotta, so I'm gonna really delve into, like, how do you play the game to be successful? How do you not let these idiots get to you, you know, things of that nature? But most importantly, how do you present yourself out there so you don't ruin your chances of being successful, you know?
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one. And that one, you know, we'll start off early and I'll start advertising it earlier. I did slip a little bit. I advertised this well enough for like 2 weeks. I could have done it for 3 weeks. I set this up a while ago, you know, and just go a little bit harder. So I think that'll be a good one just for anybody who's like a prominent person in any industry, you know, not just journalism, you know. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Again, I feel doing that stuff is me paying it forward, you know. I'm here. I've gotten to a place of prominence. It's my duty to help people who may be behind me get to where I am or even further, you know, because that's what it's all about in the end. You know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for people helping me out. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do the same. I honestly believe, I know, Manny, you're like that too. Like, we got to help, you know, everybody out as much as possible.
I mean, there's this level where, like, you know, like sometimes people hit it big, and then they forget about all the people that were there when they were nobody, right?
Yep.
And to be honest, it's like you gotta, like, everybody needs a chance at some point. So it's to come back and just be like, hey, listen, you know, you see the talent, you see and offer some sort of hand, whatever hand that you can offer to a person who's trying to go up, especially because there were people that believed in us.
Yeah.
When we were not, you know, anybody, right? You know, you can name those names like right off the bat.
Yeah, you know, exactly. So yeah, it's important to get that out there. So there you go, man. All right, let's get right into the show. By the way, before that, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Got one subset, Blitz, Black Viet, Barry Burton holding it down. You know, I don't. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if I ever asked. I'm pretty sure I asked this off air, but I don't know if I asked it on air. Black Viet, if you're there, okay. Because I always think, like, does Black Viet mean like a black Soviet? Is that what that means, or is that like an anime character? Where's that name from? I'm very curious. You know,
that's a timely asked question.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, by the way, I should say this, right? Because obviously, you know, I work, this was coming up. And I think my friend Marshall said it best. It's like, yeah, I can't really do anything about this, so I'm going to just focus on my game reviews. Like, what can you do? What can you do when World War III is about to erupt? Just focus on what you do, and you know, guys like me, Chris, and Manny we'll have to remember our nuclear drills from when we were kids. You know, going to the desk. Remember that shit? The fucking
duck and cover, man.
Well, we didn't have a duck and cover, as I remember.
No, but we had Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter.
We did have a Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, that art. Yeah, because, you know, it was like already kind of dead by the time we were there. But yeah, we had Fallout Shelter drills. So
all buildings, like all buildings made in, like, after, you know, in like the, you know, 50s and the 60s eras all had fallout shelters in the basement, but it's questionable as if they would ever protect you from any sort of fallout. They never had any sort of protection in them.
Never like they tested it, right?
No, my old apartment, we literally lived right over the fallout shelter. The supposed fallout shelter.
Yeah. No, you still see those in old buildings all full. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
By the way, I feel dumb because, yeah, he did answer this before.
Yeah,
Black Viet, it stands for black. He's half black and half Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking awesome. As long as they're not a Soviet, we're good. Yeah, you know. Shout out to Vietnam, man. You know. Because again, we got listeners from all over the world, you know. I don't know if he's like, if you're listening to us from Vietnam, that'd be pretty sweet, you know. But
if he's black and Vietnamese, it's more likely that it's not there.
Yeah. Let's just be real here, but you know, but we do have fans like that are like Southeasterners and stuff, Indian fans. Obviously, we a lot of like people from, like, you know, the Middle Eastern countries listen to Throwdown too, which is really dope. Again, I like the fact that we're just international like that, you know. Fucking awesome.
Went to Vietnam once.
Yeah. Oh, here he goes. Black Viet goes, I remember you asked the question last time live, but I fell asleep and heard the question the following morning on podcast. Because I think we guessed, like, maybe he means Vietnamese, you know, but we weren't sure. But now I know, you know. But no, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, man, let's get into it. So yeah, we'll get to the Elden Ring stuff later because we need bread here for that. You know,
we need some bread.
So we'll start off. No Call of Duty in 2023.
I called it. I told
As everybody. Richard Bailey would say, controversial.
Very controversial indeed.
Yeah.
This was coming. We knew it was coming, and it was very vocal from the developers. Once after this whole thing happened with Microsoft, a lot of these developers were going online and just talking more freely with people about things going on. And they were like, oh, what's working on? What are you doing? And someone was saying, well, we think we're going to take a break for a year. You know, we have other plans and things that were going on. As you see, we're having issues with Vanguard and Warzone, and how the worlds are all meshing together, and they were having a lot of issues. And he says that right now it looks like that's the route that we're going to go down, and we'll see. And sure enough, that's what they did.
There you go.
That's after Modern Warfare 2 that comes out. That's already scheduled, and that's coming. So after that one, though, then they're going to take a year off.
Nice. So, by the way, real quick, shout out to James DeWake for the bits. You know.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on. There's Rich right there, man. Very controversial. You know. You know.
Now the other thing that they're talking about is that we could see that free-to-play version of Call of Duty could come in as a filler. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, got that break. They had to do it. Things were just getting out of control because, as I mentioned when we were talking before, all these games are all still running at the same time. All the multiplayers are still running. They're still getting updates. They're trying to mesh all the worlds together within Warzone. It's just a lot going on. It's not like a regular standalone game where, okay, we're done this year. Next year, we'll go in a whole nother direction. And no, they don't do that because they keep those multiplayers alive. And then they try to link them all together, and that makes things very messy. And then it ruins the whole idea of like, well, can we work on something new? Well, not really, because we're never done with the last one. So
yeah, but it's interesting because they said it's been like not exactly 2 decades, but it's been over close to 2 decades. This series has just trugged along. Every year we get a new one,
Because they kept adding teams.
Yeah.
That was their fix. It was like, all right, how can we do this? Well, we need more hands on deck. All right, let's add another team to it. And they added Raven, and Raven was like the fixers. They would bounce around on all the other teams, Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward, and be like, all right, what do you need? What do you need? We got you. We're gonna do. But it's just too much going on, and these games are still running. These multiplayers are still running.
That is
and
crazy.
These teams, and these are the same teams doing it. So it's not like, oh, Infinity Ward's done with this game, so now they can move on to the next one. No, that team is still maintaining all of the online elements, the multiplayer elements from the last game, and that's like over 2 years ago.
Yeah.
How do you evolve when you have that type of format? So it's tough. It's tough. So I think down the road they're gonna have to figure some out. Some people might get pissed, but they may just have to say, all right, listen, once we're done with this, after 2 years, we're shutting that part off. But all the multiplayer stuff is going to be tagged or stuck onto Warzone. We're going to start sticking everything into Warzone.
Yeah.
So that's going to be like their whole thing. Hopefully.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Obviously, Microsoft does not have a say in this because they still haven't acquired Activision. And I'm thinking that Treyarch, and this is going to be a Treyarch game, they've been asking for a year break for a while for Call of Duty, and Activision, the way Activision is being run, they didn't want to give them the time. But now, since it's not going to be part of the Bobby Kotick tree anymore, and it's like now they can, it's like, oh, okay, you wanted that 1 year, here you go.
No, but I mean, because hold on, how you have the Joshua tree, you got the Bobby tree now.
The Bobby tree. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, continue.
It could definitely be interesting. We could see other teams jump in. Think about it. If they're all in house, once it's all said and done, and they bring it in, and it's like you could see people from Bethesda and other companies saying, yeah, we want to jump in there. It's like, okay, you want to help out? You got ideas? And then who knows? Maybe Machine Games. Maybe we get other devs start working on it. You know what I mean?
That'd be interesting. I mean, we don't know if that's gonna happen, but that's
no, it's possible. That's what I'm saying. We'll see. A year off, a lot can change in a year. So
yeah. So
especially leading up to it.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I think this is great news. Call of Duty needed a break, so that's very good. I've been saying this franchise needed to go on a hiatus for years, so it's a good thing to do it. Again, you're already seeing the effects. Microsoft doesn't even own them yet. And we're already seeing the effects.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There's still going to be Call of Duty. Warzone isn't going anywhere. They're going to keep updating that.
I'm glad.
Still be alive.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said this because the report, and you correct me, the report specifically said there will be no mainline Call of Duty.
Correct.
Doesn't mean we won't get a Call of Duty of some sort.
Well, and that's it. That's the whole thing. They were like, Warzone, that's a cash cow. There's no way they're going to take it off. There's no reason to. People are still on there. So they think that that's just going to keep running. And then maybe we'll get a little something extra on the side, something smaller, like multiplayer based. But yeah, when it comes to like the main, the big old Call of Duty with a zombie mode, multiplayer campaign, and all these other bullshit, that's taking a break. We're not going to get that.
Yeah, we're not getting that. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Take a break. Maybe take 2 years. Anybody else have any thoughts on the Call of Duty taking a break in 2023?
It's what needed to happen, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. By the way, go ahead, Carlos.
Just real quick. Yeah, I think it's a good thing for the franchise. I mean, they've been doing it. What is it? 20 years almost. Unbothered. So it's good for the franchise to have at least some sort of long-standing anticipation in between mainline games, and obviously
it's still on top.
Yeah, and like they mentioned, Warzone is still probably going to get an update. So. Mm-hmm. You're still going to get a Call of Duty fix either way.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty's still around. It's just no mainline Call of Duty, you know.
Right.
All right. Okay, Brett. By the way, shout out to you, man.
Yo.
So, out of deference to you, we held off on the main topic until you got here. You already know.
Guys.
You already know. We couldn't do this without you, man. Could not do it without you.
And our main topic is Horizon Forbidden Dawn thoughts and review.
Oh man,
It's great. Y'all are beautiful. I'm in a good mood.
yeah. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. So Elden Ring is the highest rated game of 2022, man. Reviews are out. I believe it was Monday, right? The review embargo lifted to wide appraise. It was like 98% or something. Like Legend of Zelda levels of critical acclaim and stuff, and comparisons. We'll get into that later. And all around, people are feeling pretty good about it. Damn, I can't say this story on here. I'll tell you later. But I'll just say I knew somebody that was kind of worried that because they scored it low compared to others, even though it's still high. Everything was cool, I think one of the things is like, and we're gonna get really into it, right? Most of the people that review this game are actual Dark Souls fans, so no one's really getting mad and shit. But also, that's probably why the scores are really high. Because like, this game's fucking legit,
I was wondering if you had thought about that.
What happened?
Well, I was wondering if you had thought about that because as soon as this came up, like there were fights around the office about who got to do it.
Oh no, I'll tell you this is behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, at Tom's guy, everybody was like, no. Except for the guy who reviewed it, who's an actual big fan. He's like, all right, I guess I got to do it. He's busy and stuff, but he's like, all right, I guess I got to do it. Even me, I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna just play the game and enjoy it. Because I don't with these kind of games, you got to savor like a fine wine. If I couldn't play this like Horizon where I just fucking got like a fire hose, like you can't do that. Yeah,
dude, some of the reviews that I've been hearing or I've been seeing, like they're coming from people who are like, it's like chugging wine. It's like going to somebody who's like just chugged a bucket of wine. They're like leaning over and like sweating. They're like, so I just got out of like 85 hours of Elden Ring, and here are my thoughts.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Brett, what do you think of the review scores and all that?
Oh man, okay. So on a personal level, like I thought this was going to be good. From Software generally doesn't, how do I put this, shit the bed at the last second. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of bugs or something like that. This is their first open world game, so I'm expecting something. But for it to be as stable as it is, that's good. The thing that really got me, man, is I'm happy to be the one to say this. Not one, not two, but like half dozen people. Like the first time I heard somebody say this might be the greatest game I've ever played, I'm like, all right, be a little dramatic there, buddy. And then like the second time, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. I've heard this shit like 6 times, and even when people are like trying to, you could kind of tell they're holding back a bit. They're like, this is one of the best action adventure games I've played in recent years. So even the conservative ones are, man, they seem just absolutely floored, which I'm again torn with because very dramatic, very a little over the top there, a lot of hyperbole, but at the same time, man, I started thinking about it. This is Miyazaki's opus. This may be the high game of his career. God knows they put enough money and fucking time into it. They got George R.R. Martin to write it. So this is somebody who's at the top of their career making a game that is the most ambitious thing that they've ever done. And I actually didn't know this. I found out some interesting stuff while being on the forums and whatnot. Miyazaki came into the fold, and he went from like beginner to CEO in 10 years. And in Japan, that is fucking unheard of. The dude is basically a prodigy. So, we're seeing this.
Go ahead. He officially saved their company because, From Software until that point had been, they've been making games, but they had never made a game on the level of the original, Demon Souls that hit that well.
Yeah, and that was, their sleepiest of hits. I just think it's cool. Like, imagine going in and doing such a good job at your company. They're like, here, you run it. Like, it's just, that's pretty cool. my point being was, you're talking about I hate to put it like this, but a rare talent at the height of their career with all the stars aligning. So the pieces are in place for this to be a fantastic game. Now, whether it lives up to some of the hype that people are putting out there of it being the second coming of Jesus, honestly, I can't tell you. I sure should hope it's true. But I'm expecting a solid game, so I'm not surprised by it. The only thing that really shocked me was the severity of how good people are. Somebody fucking drank the Kool-Aid, or they're paying people off. This shit's too real. I haven't seen this unanimous of a good reception of a game since like Spider-Man. It's the last one I can really think of off the top of my head.
The Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel also across the board. I didn't see any negative.
That one was such a cult.
Awesome.
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh god, see, this is where the Breath of the Wild comparison is actually apt. I've never seen this kind of reception until until now, since Breath of the Wild. That's actually an apt thing, because people are saying, "Oh, this game's inspired by Breath of the Wild." Or so every open world game is suddenly Breath of the Wild now. That's what we're doing here.
Are we doing this now?
Yes.
Are we doing this now?
Okay. Just to harp on that. I mean, I'll let you finish what you're saying. I'm just saying, you can compare this game to Breath of the Wild in terms of review scores, because I haven't seen a game this unanimously loved since Breath of the Wild. So that is an apt one. I'll go to my point later, but continue what you were saying. I just had to get in on that.
Oh no, I want to hit on that point about Breath of the Wild later. If we're coming back to it, I'll
we'll come
back around.
Yeah, but no.
So
continue.
I guess that's. I don't know what else to say until I play it, but I am, having read the reviews, just absolutely in awe of the scope and scale of this project. And everybody, remembered this moment where everything is nice. The game hasn't been review bombed and any of that shit, because the people who are pissed about it, I guarantee you, they are coming. And the discussion about accessibility in video games and the people immediately shitting on it, that's coming too. So, enjoy this little bit.
Accessibility, what it's missing?
No.
These are Dark Souls games. They're always hard. Yeah, they're always hard.
Yeah, by being difficult, they're not as accessible to a casual audience. Although on this one,
it seems like this is the easiest one. Like, I've seen reviews and we're like, this is not as unforgiving as some of the other ones.
Let me clarify that, because I'm glad you brought that up. It's not that it's the easiest one. This thing is, down to its DNA, still a Souls game from everything that I hear. The difference is, we're now in an open world. If something's too hard, just leave for a while, do some other shit, come back when you're a little bit stronger. You now have that option instead of just banging your head against the wall. And that's what makes it more accessible to people.
Yeah, because with Dark Souls games, or Souls games, I always say, like, you could adjust the difficulty yourself, depending on how you play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, hey, if this shit is too hard, grind on some little monsters and shit, gather your souls, buy some upgrades, keep doing that over and over and over again, then you'll be fine.
Well, you can always get help too. You could always
summon
somebody in.
Yeah. This isn't like some bullshit fucking roguelike game where you're just dealing with some random shit. The game world is always fixed. It's always the same thing. You can learn from it. So that's why
Chris is easy mode.
Yeah, Chris is easy mode. Ultra easy story mode.
Well, I mean, even if you don't have a Chris, you have things that are shitty replacements for Chris that you can throw in. You have this new summon system, which looks to be pretty robust. I'll be really interested to see what everybody says about this. If you hear a lot of people like, I don't summon wolves, I don't want the game to be too easy. The shit everybody says about playing with other people online. Oh, by the way, for those of you listening, before anybody fucking starts this discussion up, you're supposed to play with people online.
Yeah,
you're supposed to help people. It's not that you're getting help, it's you're giving help. And by giving help, you get taught all of these awesome little secrets and get a level up with no risk. It's part of the game design. So if you're not going to summon help, consider helping some other motherfuckers out, because it's going to help you, and it's part of the way the game is supposed to be played.
Yeah, no, because I remember, this really began with the Bloodborne era, where people like, you're playing with others. What the fuck is wrong with you, pussy? You play this shit by yourself. You be a man. I'm like,
yeah, people are like, that's not how you play the game. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
So, people, this is their first Souls game. They're like, that's not how you play this. Yeah. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah,
pretty interesting.
Devs put it in there, and that's how I play it. So I didn't know you created the shit. Damn.
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to get into it now, but to me, I haven't played the game, I'm not talking about the quality of the game because I don't fucking know. I'm gonna get the game regardless. This is a Dark Souls game. You already know, But I am very tired of the hyperbole going on with game reviews now, right? We saw this shit last week with Horizon, right? 89, fucking absolute trash game, unplayable, right? That's what some sects said, and then the others, greatest, amazing game of all time, and I'm like, you realize Horizon Forbidden West is more of the same of the last game, right? It's fine-tuned, it's well-polished, it's more of the same shit. It is not a fucking revolution, right? Then you got this game, just because of the fact it's 98. People told me, it's 98. It is one of the greatest games of all time. I'm like, that review score doesn't mean shit, So my main thing, Brad, I am trying to impart this to you. I am not talking about the quality of Elden Ring, because I haven't fucking played it. I am just tired of people going, either a game is absolute trash or it's the greatest thing of all time. I'm like, there's room in the middle here, people.
There is no middle tone. For those of you in the out there who are listening, little backstory. Me and Tony have kind of been dancing around this subject all day on Twitter. So, for fun, go check that shit out. But Tony, what I will say to you is, the only point that I was making earlier was, because neither of us have played this, this game could be the second coming of Jesus. This game could cure your AIDS. I don't know until I've played it, but I can't say that it's not going to. I'm pretty sure that that's not how this shit works, but it.
I'm not saying that either. I know, but I'm saying, can we fucking chill with this shit?
I didn't know so many people were dogging on an 89. Like, an 89 sounds like, I don't know, a B+.
Yeah,
well
exactly.
Done.
89 absolute trash, right? But again, and I'm using just Horizon as an example. You have that end of it. This game is trash as 89, and this is the greatest game Sony has ever released. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? The game is great, don't get me wrong. I got the platinum in and everything, but it's more Horizon, bro. It is not changing your fucking life. So
what's the point of numbers if we can't decide what that fucking numbers mean?
No, Brett, what have I always said about review scores? Eliminate them, nuke those motherfuckers. And here's the thing. But that's the thing, it's not the review scores. Because I looked it up.
We've been getting review scores in the last couple weeks, everything anywhere from 60 to 97. Like, that is the range. So they're working the way that they're supposed to. I feel like 89 is a pretty accurate review of everything that I've heard about Horizon. Again, I've played it, can't tell you myself, but a lot of the other scores seem to be kind of on track. It's the way that people are interpreting them.
It's that, and that's part of the issue.
The interpretation,
it's the interpretation of the whole thing, because people are either saying it's 89, it's not 90, it's a flagship Sony first party game, it must be trash. Or you have the flip side with the ponies, where it's like, it's an 89, it should be a 90. It's a Sony first party game. You're invalidating my fucking plastic. So it's like it's so polarizing the way things are just measured, where an 89 isn't above average anymore.
Yeah. See, that's part of it. I mean, don't take away review scores for all of us just because a couple people can't handle that shit.
Nah, I eliminate all of them. Like, if I had godlike powers, I'd be like, no more review scores. You have to read the review.
No. See, here's the thing. That's this is a personal thing of mine. A lot of people tend to think, and this is a thematic thing, when you tear down the old system, you reveal this bright, shiny, glorious thing underneath. I don't think by stopping people giving review scores, we're suddenly going to fix people's ability to fucking read. All that's going to happen is they're going to grab onto a singular, titular, clickbaity sentence and use that to make all of their opinions about the game. It's not going to get better, it just get worse.
Yeah, but at least they'll read it.
No, they wouldn't read it. They'd read the title, Tony.
Yeah,
just like they do now.
There's an easy fix for that. Blah 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 review. No more headlines either. But we're getting into speculative bullshit right now. We're obviously review scores are here to stay. We can't eliminate them. So let's get away from that before we go down that rabbit hole. But again, my whole point is, like, I'm just tired of, like, the crazy rhetoric on both ends. I'm like, guys, not every game is the greatest game on earth, and not every game is fucking trash. I mean,
this shit is only on Twitter. I want to point that out.
Yeah. Oh, Jossie's laughing about some.
Yeah, she's laughing about what you said.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Obviously, you're right. Again, actually, social media in general is just fucking trash. You know, and it obviously is painting my perception of things, but you know, this is where most gamers congregate. You know, at least the guys who are really, really into the hobby.
I mean, Reddit is all over the place. Depends on the subreddit of the game you're speaking about. It's super weird. One subreddit, greatest people you've ever met. The absolute next subreddit, the most toxic place you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Well, that's forums. You know, that's how it works. That's how it works.
But yeah, so you know, we're gonna keep seeing this, but you know, Elden Ring, it's a Dark Souls game. You already know it's gonna be good. You know, at least for the people who like those games. I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna change anybody's minds if you don't like the games. You know, because it's still brutal. You know, one thing I do want to touch on, and again, I haven't played it, so I don't know, but our review up on Tom's guy, Marshall said this. Marshall is a Dark Souls guy. He loves the franchise, right? But he said something that I think, you know, I kind of want to get your thoughts on, Brett, with regard to the open world. And this is a great fucking line, too. He goes, I'll read this paragraph. Elden Ring is not the perfect game that many Dark Souls fans probably hoped it would be. While adding open world features to the beloved series formula results in a few cool moments, it also stretches the game in too many directions. Here's the line I love. If Dark Souls is a well-oiled grandfather clock, then Elden Ring is more like a smartwatch, full of features but lacking some polish. You know, and I am kind of worried about, like, is the open world going to ruin the experience? Because I like my focused Dark Souls experience, you know? So, I mean, what do you think, like, about that line specifically, and like me, or you have any worries about the open world nature of it, like maybe ruining the tight experience that you usually get?
I mean, yes and no. Dude, am I concerned that it'll take some of the things that I enjoy about Dark Souls in the series and kind of upend them? Yeah, absolutely. Do I think I will still have as much fun as I'd like in spite of that? Yeah. I mean, you tell me open world Dark Souls, you already got a contender for Game of the Year.
Wow.
Straight up, unless they just shit the bed like, well, can they manage to not fuck things up? So I would be happy as long as they didn't manage to fuck things up. But yeah, I'm absolutely sure that they've changed something, and it's not going to be everybody's taste. It's the nature of gaming. So I don't think a lot of people, based on my time on the subreddit, I'm going to put it this way. Tony lives on Twitter. I live on Reddit. So there's a big difference between those people. The any Dark Souls subreddit is weirdly enough the most goddamn positive place you will ever find on the internet. I've never seen so many goddamn people genuinely, unabashedly excited and nice to each other.
And then somebody goes in there like, I don't know, I can't do this, and they'll be like, get good, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've talked about it on the show before. Get good is advice. It's not a derogatory thing. It's like, well, I wish I could tell you that there was a
mode.
Yeah, no, it's
Get out of here, man.
Just go level up, get good, figure out some animations, learn how the game works, man. So I think I tread off there, but I think I pretty much answered your question. Like, no, I'm not concerned about it things being taken away, and it altering the game. I fully expect things to be less curated and everything that comes with that. The difference is, are we talking about the open world, or are we talking about the legacy dungeons? Because the way at least I see it, and I think a lot of other people see it, is if we have a Dark Souls game of dungeons, and instead of a regular hub, we now have a whole world to explore on top of those legacy dungeons. Am I upset that overworld isn't going to be as tight as a normal Dark Souls game? No, not really, because each time that you go into a legacy dungeon, it just becomes Dark Souls again. You have several ways that you can get in, and it becomes a highly curated experience as you go through that.
Yeah, and by the way, that's what Marshall said. It just real quick, man. That's what Marshall said in the interview. He's like, when you get to those legacy dungeons, like, this game is fucking amazing, right? It's the open world stuff, and me personally, I can see that because I'm like, I'll let you go next, but it's just like, again, obviously, I'm going to play the game, and I hope I will enjoy the open world stuff. But the open world part, I'm like, we'll see about that. I have my reservations about that.
I look at it this way. It's essentially the idea. It's now you get to see the space between you getting from point A to point B, as opposed to just teleporting into a location to that fancy castle that you throw up in front of the gates of. Now you have the journey to that castle or the journey to that forbidden cave. But otherwise, it's just the space between those curated experiences.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
So I
and
guess,
it's also-
I guess, real quick, I just want to say, I think you're getting a net positive more than that. You're getting more than you're losing. I'm done.
yeah. I mean,
And also, I feel like-
I understand that, but you know, I've always said this too. You can't have too much of a good thing, you know, or too much in general, you know, as Valhalla has taught us, you know.
Yeah, here's the, and I'll be really interested to see where you go with this, Tony, because I've heard a lot of people talking about it being big, but then not getting the same open world fatigue that they normally get. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have map markers or icons or a quest log, so imagine that's gonna fucking infuriate you.
Yeah, probably because that's one of the main reasons I don't like Breath of the Wild. I'm like, you just throw me into the middle of the game. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You know?
Yep.
There's literally towers in Legend of Zelda, and you go up them, and they don't put quest marks. I'm like, what the fuck is the point? You know?
You don't even get the towers anymore.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, so that could have known. But as long as this game tells me, hey, here's the main dungeons, then I'll be fine. You know? So
I
can
mean,
just
I
focus.
would suspect. I would
Well, it
suspect.
has a map now.
Yeah.
I would suspect that as you're, one of two things happen. Maybe the map, to make things easier, as you find things, they show up on the map, as
Yeah,
opposed
so
to
yeah.
kind of like the way Shadow of the Colossus works, where you eventually, when you reveal as much as the map, go to the different map, the more you see more of the map.
Yeah.
Well, you see the topography of the map. You don't see any landmarks on it.
Well, I think it has good conveyance. Like there's the Erd trees, the giant glowing trees that you see in the distance, and then certain areas are dark and stuff. So you're like, well, that area is black and bubbling. Maybe I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait on that one, so I could deal with that shit.
Wait, so you're saying that the dark area is not part of the Sealy tours, or?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll all be there. I'll figure it out. Like I take the hits so you don't have to, man.
You know?
That's how I work.
I know it's going around and in the back, but you can take a Brett tour every once in a while, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Sealy tours won't yell at me, so.
Oh.
Hey, we share a punch card, all right?
Yo, man, the thing with Elden Ring is, I'm really happy that it's going in the direction that it is going, because I feel, and I'm not a Souls fan, so I don't really have much to talk on, although I played most of them, is that it looks like it needed a change. Like, you can only do the Dark Souls formula so many times.
Yeah.
When it gets kind of saturated. And trust me, Souls fans will eat it up whether they do the same thing over and over again, same like type of formula. But I feel like an open world is at least a new change of direction, see if something that can work. And it seems like, from all the people that have already played it, it seems like it is something that's gonna work. And hopefully, it leads to something even better than Elden Ring. Maybe the third coming of Jesus. And yeah, can't wait to play it. I mean, I'm not like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a huge Souls fan, but I enjoy the discourse. I enjoy some of the boss battles. I enjoy the Sealy tours, and possibly the Murdoch tours as well. But we'll get to that point when we get to it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that one. All right. What else are we talking about? Oh. So, ironically enough, this happened after the last episode of Throwdown. Street Fighter 6 has been officially announced. And there's controversy, because there always is. But
Dude,
yeah,
what happened to Ryu?
we'll get to that in a bit. He got beefy. He took the Chris Redfield diet. That's what happened with him.
That's what happens to all Capcom characters. As the games get on, they get wider and thicker, and they get big beards.
That's no diet. That's fucking gamma rays.
Yeah, somebody said he looked like Hulk. Well, I find that interesting. People were like freaking out over like shirtless Ryu or whatever. I'm like, you realize that's a skin in Street Fighter 5, right? It's the same exact thing, But I guess people have never seen it before. I'm like, yeah, he's bearded without shirt. Like I post, I'm like, hey guys, it's the same skin. What are you going crazy about, you know. But the big controversy was that fucking logo. Street Fighter has always had a distinctive logo for decades, right? They changed it to some FGC looking shit, and then it turns out that they may have stolen it from Adobe or something, or bought it from Adobe, you know, for like $80, which is really crazy, you know. But the actual trailer, no substance. It was Ryu fighting some random new dude, you know. Yeah, man. There's Hulk Ryu, you know. But yeah, there's not really much to say there. And do we know if this is exclusive or not? Because that's the question that's kind of hanging.
Yeah, that's all everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. It's like, is that shit over with? Is this just another one? But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, my main hope is, like, I hope they don't fuck it up like Street Fighter 5, you know. Here's the thing with Street Fighter 5, it eventually became a great game, but at launch it was missing too much stuff. You could tell they catered it to the FGC crowd. They you know, so I'm hoping this one, like, yes, obviously to give the FGC guys what they want, but also give everybody else what they want. Like, if, like, I say straight up, do a Mortal Kombat like story, people will be happy with that, you know. And they eventually did introduce something like that in Street Fighter 5. So I just hope the way Street Fighter 5 is now is how Street Fighter is at launch, and then obviously things will build up. Also, to that end, though, that's Go ahead.
Remember what they did, not just being exclusive, but with the whole thing of cutting out main characters, that staple characters to the franchise, and making them DLC and shit.
Yeah.
That was fucking annoying, so I hope they don't do that. If they're gonna do DLC, then make them new characters.
Yeah.
Completely new. Don't throw shit back at me that were always in them, like Guile and stuff. It's like, don't worry.
Oh, you know they're gonna be.
Yeah, they are gonna do that. Yeah.
I can understand if you have like alternate versions of them. All right, you can swing that, but no, at least have these guys in the game, the base game. Like, imagine if Ryu or Ken was not in the base version, DLC only. That'd be some bullshit.
No, you get Ryu and Chun-Li and maybe EE Honda, and then everybody else you have to pay for.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Let's just be real here, you know.
Imagine if the game doesn't come with a spectator mode, you know. I wonder if Street Fighter would ever do that at launch.
Yeah. Or not have an arcade mode at launch, you know.
Oh my god. The best to do it was Injustice, right? Injustice had it down, but that was awesome. Where it's like a round robin, and you're just next in line, and you get to see the people fighting. Like, oh shit, he got some skills. Oh, I'm next. Here we go. You know?
Damn, bro. Get him, boy. Fuck him up, son.
Fuck him up.
She gonna fuck up a beach man.
Oh damn.
And this is Street Fighter. Street Fighter is turning into one of those games where it's like, you know, I enjoyed it, you know, for most of my life, but it's not one of those games that I'm gonna get day one.
Oh, it's one of that for me.
You never know what bullshit Capcom's gonna pull with that franchise.
I mean, wasn't it leaked that there was gonna be a Super and an Ultra edition? Wasn't it leaked?
Already?
Oh
wow.
Yeah, there was a release schedule that leaked.
Wow.
That Capcom leaked.
They did the last one with the seasons, the passes, and all that other bullshit. I'm sure it'll come with some statue or some other fucking, you know, tchotchke. But yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like we've talked, you know, a lot of times before, it's like Capcom, the only Infinity Stone that's left is the Street Fighter one, because they've revitalized all their other franchises. Street Fighter is the only one left, and you know, I hope they pull it off.
Fix that shit, bring it back, fix it.
I don't know if they'll ever touch that.
Final Fight, make another one. Learn from the team behind the Streets of Rage. Do it,
man. I don't know. I'm listening to this conversation. I think I have something controversial to say.
It's your game of the year.
I think I'm not gonna buy this game, man.
You can.
I think after 30 years, I think I'm done with Street Fighter, man. Because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know, it's gonna be the same bullshit. You get the game at launch, it's not gonna be complete. Then you got to go into seasons. I don't want to deal with that.
And then it's not gonna get good until it's Ultimate or Super.
Yeah, there's gonna be an Ultra Edition launched like, you know, a year later.
Yeah, and then by that time, you can't even play online because you guys are too fucking nice. You'll get creamed, you know. So yeah, I think I'm done. Oh, that hurts.
That's not controversial.
No, it is because listen, Manny, you know why that's controversial. Street Fighter was our fucking game back in the day, man.
Yeah, I used to go to Bodega and play Street Fighter. Yeah. I played it when it came out.
If they change the buttons If they do something where they make some weird combo buttons or the whole layout, then I'm gonna rage quit because I got that nice fight stick, Street Fighter Edition, thanks to Chris, and that's what I only use it for, only for Street Fighter, and that's what I look forward to. And if
I think everybody will rage if they change the button layout. If they change the 3 and 3,
No, I don't think they're gonna fuck that up.
You know, that would be blasphemy. Like the Capcom fanboys would flip out. They would lose their whole like tournament guys would probably
FGC guys would be gone. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, I think in general I'm done with fighting games, man. Because nowadays you need like a fucking PhD for these games. Not only that, again, you have to be committed buying all these fucking DLCs all the time and shit. Like, remember, obviously Street Fighter has a bullshit too, where 1 year you get Street Fighter 2, the next year you get Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So I get that, but I don't have the patience for that shit anymore, man. I really don't.
And then it's fun to play though. I mean,
I don't know.
It brings back memories and it's fun. Even if you don't have to learn everything. It's still a circle to do a fireball.
I remember all those fucking moves in my head back in the day. Every single one of them. Now it's too much, you know.
It's still there. There's still
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's too much.
Come on, be happy.
Nah, I can't.
No, today
I'm a curmudgeon old man, Adam. You know, it's funny because I'm younger than you are, but still, it's like
celebrate. Remember, your boy is no longer banned from EA. It took a year. Yeah. I was banned for a full year, and then out of nowhere, I fired up FIFA, and it's like, ta-da! We forgive you, but keep following the rules,
motherfucker.
And I was like, oh shit! And I sent that screenshot. I'm like, I'm back in.
Yeah.
But I promise, I'm only gonna cheat a little. So I'm good.
Yeah. Do they pay you off, Adam?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got them under lock right now.
They watch.
You gotta give all our quotes. You know, on Coalition's gonna get good reviews. Yeah, I'm on to you, Adam. I'm on to you.
Well, I mean, what you guys don't know is Adam got suicide squatted.
Oh, dude.
They got me. I'm on.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think about that dumbass logo?
Oh, it's fucking awful.
I think it sucks.
Terrible.
I think it looks like something that maybe they're trying to evoke UFC.
That's what it looks like. It looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not what Street Fighter is about.
Hey, no, it's
like being in an octagon or anything. That's not like you're in the street. Like you're supposed to be in different regions.
You're supposed to be fighting while the woman's choking the chicken in the background. You know,
right? You're just fighting in the streets like this.
I took from that maybe that's the story for it is going to be in some kind of tournament cage setting, and that's why they're showing that and changed it.
It's not Street Fighter anymore.
Yeah, I know. They're not
Cage Fighter. Yeah,
Cage Fighter. There we go.
Yeah,
Cage Fighter edition.
I think that may be one of those things where like fine art, because we're blessed enough to have a couple of artists on this panel.
We might have a couple. We might have
yeah. So it's like we all know high art is bullshit. That when you see like a white canvas with a red dot, that no matter how much that person says, like, oh no, this is evoking this and it means this, you're like, yeah, no, you just fucking phoned it in and now you're trying to backpedal out of it. Like that's what this thing reeks of. Like, I don't know who they passed this down or what intern got this job, but they're like, yeah, here. And they did the same fucking, like, oh, I hate logos so much. They did the same minimalist, uncommittal bullshit that they do every time somebody fucking makes. That's all logos are now. How simple can we make it? How at a glance can we make it? It has nothing to do with flavor or personality or even fucking relevance. And that's what they went with, the just most minimalist, bland, vanilla bullshit ever. And then if it does come about like, oh, well, what does that symbolize? Somebody will just start talking out their ass about something about like, well, you know, Street Fighter was you know, really kind of based off of street fights that were then based off of cage matches from like the 19 blanks. And like, that's where... So, like, it was a spiritual successor, the inspiration for what Street Fighter became, even though it wasn't Street. Like, they'll just come up with some bullshit out of their ass.
It never happened. That was all fake. He lied. That dude lied.
Yeah, that logo was just... Somebody said it looks like phone notifications with the little 6, you know? The first thing I thought of, it looked like the logo for Justice League, you know?
No, Tony. That's why. Hexagon, 6 sides.
No, is that what it is?
I virtually guarantee it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it looks bad. It looks bad. I don't
It doesn't
care.
look good. Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Doesn't-
No, it is the most pedantic interpretation you could take when someone's like, "Give us a logo." We're thinking something 6. Like, whoa, okay. Well, I can either do the number. I'm gonna be clever. How about 6 sides? A hexagon. Somebody thought they were real fucking clever on that one.
Yeah.
I think you getting a raise.
Give this man a raise, man. 6 size.
You get the
And man, get me
corner
Spider-Man.
office.
Yeah. But yeah,
By
the
the way,
trash.
I can't help
you
but
guys-
see it. Like, go ahead.
I just wanted to acknowledge that a wild Brian showed up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Brian, what's up,
Oh
man?
shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I try to do my breath impression by.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You know?
Nice,
I'll take it.
nice.
Yeah. Brian, what are your thoughts on Street Fighter 6 and that dumbass logo?
Why is Ryu so wide and logo? Why? It's just bad. Like I thought all the same things that you guys thought, which is like, hey, this looks like the Justice League logo, which is never a good thing. You should never be invoked of something trash, and it just looks very low effort.
Extremely low effort, you know?
Ultra low effort.
Yeah, right? Ultra Combo. That's another
I
franchise, you know, but, oh, man. All right, we'll see about Street Fighter. We'll see. All right, man. Speaking about disappointments, Guardians of the Galaxy, man, the sales numbers.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it underperformed. You know why? Because the stink of
Fucking-
Avengers.
I know, and everybody that we tried to just emphasize this is not the same motherfuckers that did that bullshit.
Yeah.
This is a better game, better team. It's still fun. I'm replaying it again with Dutch. He's having fun. We're having fun. I'm like, fuck, man. It's like, why?
Yeah, so this is what Square
And
Enix says.
why?
Sales on launch undershot our initial expectations, and they said they're going to work to continue to expand sales to make up for the title's slow start. Because the game did start picking up steam when it started going on sale. But yeah, again, we know why the game initially flopped, because people thought, oh, everybody who plays the game goes, I thought it was going to be Avengers, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
So-
That put such a stink.
Because Avengers
Tony-
sucked.
Do they know why it flopped though? Do you think?
I hope they understand.
They better.
They're not gonna pull a Tomb Raider and just not the Tomb Raider. What's it? Yeah,
No,
what's
it's
Tomb
a
Raider?
good
Hitman.
question.
Which
Does
one?
Square Enix understand why it flopped?
Yeah.
You know?
Why? Yeah.
But
They're like,
why?
no, but
Plus, it's a big IP. They probably have a multi-year deal, so they're like, they can't just cut and run. They're like, oh, we gotta fix this shit.
Well, when you put out garbage that beforehand, that usually affects the previous the thing that follows the next.
Nobody seems to know that though, man. I don't know. You know that. I know that. I'm pretty sure Tony knows that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So,
sure my
like,
dogs fucking know that, but they don't know that.
But yeah, the marketing people are like, but people like Guardians of the Galaxy. Why is it not doing so well?
It wasn't advertised right. I didn't see anything really
Well,
from on their end that stood out that really showcased that this is a completely different experience.
One weird thing about it is that, like, that's an interesting thing about it, because like when the first reveal of Guardians of the Galaxy is literally when they announced when it was going to be on sale. That was the whole deal. So there was no lead up, not like Avengers where they were constantly like, it was behind closed doors, Avengers, and all this other bullshit. And then they finally show it, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, and I remember when we watched that reveal, we were like, "Oh, if it plays like this, if this is what we're getting, it's gonna be awesome." And thankfully, that's what it was. No microtransaction, none of that other bullshit. It was great, straight standalone story, point A, point B, nice good amount of time.
Yeah, like I said, that game, Guardians of the Galaxy, is what you wanted Avengers to be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the stink of it rubbed off. So hopefully, the next game, if they do another one, is like they'll learn their lessons, because it's like that. It's just like criminal what happened with that game. One of the best games of last year, but nobody bought it because of this.
Sell that?
Huh?
I think they can still sell the hell out of that game. I mean, for some reason, I feel like if a game gets in the news cycle and doesn't hit, it ages like old bread, right? Super quick. But in this instance,
Brett, real quick. When does the new Guardians movie come out? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because you go to all
not
the
soon
Marvel
enough.
Because I'm thinking that's probably what they're hoping for. That when that drops, then the sales would jump. For
Oh,
this.
that'd be great.
They can
Yeah,
repackage the game, you know?
Yeah, because it just flew so under the radar that I think a lot of people aren't even like, they weren't even aware enough of it to get bored of the idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next year, by the way.
Oh,
Next year it
nice.
comes out.
Okay. I have to, real quick, I have to agree with Adam. They did not do enough advertising on this. I didn't know, even when I got it, I still didn't know exactly what kind of game it was. I'm like, is this like a 5-person team game where I get to switch around and like I'm playing like, Final Fantasy-esque? Like I'm playing one person, but I can swap to the other ones, or how does this work? I really had no idea. And I'm fucking on a podcast, man. Like, if you're going to make that shit that hard to figure out, you're not doing a good job at your marketing. So, like, and I didn't mean it in the sense of, like, oh, I can't figure out what kind of game it was, but, like, dude, if I can't even figure out what kind of game it was, there's no way you've marketed enough to convince me the stink of Avengers is not on this game.
And maybe they can do like a free-to-play trial, like a first chapter. Here, just try it out. Just try it out for free. The first chapter.
That first chapter is pretty convincing, too.
That's what I'm saying. That will pull you in. That would definitely pull you in.
Yeah. I don't know, Brett, I kind of disagree with you. I knew exactly what kind of game I was getting based off of what we saw at E3. They said it right there. Single-player, narrative-focused game where you play a Star-Lord the entire time. Pretty simple right there, you know?
No, they said it. They said it. The message wasn't prevalent enough if you didn't dig, though.
Oh, okay,
like,
no, I agree
mean,
with you. I agree with you. Yeah, they should have really kept hammering that.
Yeah, they should have been like, this is a single-player cinematic game.
Yeah, throw that in big, bold cap letters.
Because you're right. They said it initially, but then they stopped saying it. It's like, yeah. Because even, again, up till launch, at launch, there's no multiplayer. They told you it's single player, but they only said it one time. That's why, But yeah, again, very disappointing. But hopefully, it's a lesson that they'll learn. It's like, don't release games like Avengers. People don't like that shit.
So just to make sure that this is by Square, right? Square Enix.
Square Enix, yeah, Square Enix.
Yeah. Let's also
Montreal.
Well,
this
is Eidos that did it, I believe, right?
It was Square Enix Montreal.
Okay.
It's the same guys that did Deus Ex.
Eidos Montreal, then, yeah.
Let's remember that Square Enix is notorious for being underwhelmed with.
It's also
with
true. The game could have probably sold 5 million copies. That is underwhelming. Remember what happened with Tomb Raider and Hitman? And Deus Ex.
And Deus
they
Ex
all underperformed. They all sold 5 million copies.
There was another one that was more recent that they were disappointed about. I forgot which one though.
Yeah, so it could be that because remember, interestingly enough, they didn't release the sales numbers.
Dude, they do have kind of that self-promotion, like fucking almost rapper mentality. Like, have you met me? I am the greatest.
Yeah, so it could be that too. But yeah, we'll see. But hopefully the game, or I should say the franchise, because again, it's very rare when an old game comes back to life. Extremely rare. If you don't hit that launch, you're done. That's just how it usually goes. At least for console gaming, obviously. But so I think it's just I just hope Square Enix go, okay, let's just have faith and put a sequel out. And then that'll hopefully
it's gonna get the Game Pass stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If they throw it on Game Pass and see if that can boost it, it'd be a long shot. I don't think at this point we would have found out if they had DLC, like expansions. I don't think that was ever a plan. So I doubt that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a Game Pass or a PlayStation Plus or something to get it out there for free in people's hands to just build up an interest so they can make a sequel. Because I'm sure they have to, because they have that Marvel deal. I'm sure it's a multi-game deal.
Hopefully. We don't know. We can't make that assumption.
I think that unless that would be weird if they just did a one and done. We've never seen a one and done for any of these Marvel properties.
Well,
hey, man,
Marvel properties usually do well, but I don't think you're going to get another Avengers game. I'll tell you that.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I want to see them. No, like I agree with them. Though, like I want to see them, even if it's not a sequel to Guardians. Like I want to see them handle another Marvel property, the same way the guys that made Spider-Man are now making a Wolverine. That's a very lucrative thing, and if you can get Marvel to trust you and be like, yeah, we're just going to give you these groups of games. Like, okay, so like, again, I'm drawing a blank on it. I know this shit. Who made Spider-Man?
Sony.
Insomniac?
Oh, Insomniac.
Okay. Yeah. So like Insomniac will take the open world, Marvel gives them the open world, large scale kind of free roam Marvel games, and then, fucking maybe they give Square the more cinematic story driven games. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that's at least the way somebody in that fucking company is looking at this right now.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see, Ben. All right, move on here. What is the next story I have lined up? Oh, PlayStation VR 2. First look. So let's look at it. This is actually my first time looking at it. I saw the story, but I didn't really delve into it. The big story here is that it's just one wire. You know, but it's funny because yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, all the leaks are true then. Remember, they like some patents were released and stuff showing what the controls will look like and the headset. Yep, they match it pretty much.
Yep,
cool.
They look like they copied other VR headsets, so pretty well expected.
I mean, it's a headset. Like VR headsets, they're gonna all look the same, you know.
No, the controllers look the same. That's the part that I'm a little like, meh, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I think the
see what else is working.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to explain this to me. Are you suggesting they're ripping off of somebody?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, they just sat and looked at what worked and were like, okay, let's do that form factor.
What? I mean, which ones specifically?
I think it's the Quest ones.
All right. Again, I'm not
Oculus
trying.
Controller.
Yeah.
Oculus controller kind of looks like that. I've held it before. I've tried out an Oculus Quest, and the controller looks similar. It's not the same, but looks similar. Maybe it's shaped like that, so you don't like drop it or throw it.
I was going to ask,
like,
what's the shape with the shape? It's weird to me.
Yeah, because you have to push your hand into it, right?
Yeah.
So if you freak out and like let go of the sticks, right? It doesn't just fly like the Wii remote, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to go flying into your TV or into your, somebody. So they probably did it like that. It's funny. I wonder if let me look at the front of the visor. I think it might have those kind of camera sensors so that if you're like walking too close to a wall or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think it has room mapping.
Oh,
In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have room mapping because you have to have the triangulated cameras around the room to do that.
Well,
no, the Quest can do that without cameras.
The Quest can do it.
Can it really?
Yeah, the new one can. You don't need any of those things around the room anymore.
Yeah, I tried it in a completely empty room, and it told me while I was like moving, it just showed me a grid like, hey, I'm getting close to a wall. I better like stop.
Oh, okay. I thought Vive was the only one doing that. I'm a little behind, admittedly.
No, they haven't been doing those. It's almost like after, like once the PlayStation VR came out, they already started effectively removing all those additional, like you not having to have the grid around you anymore.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Any thought? So I don't care about this. Anybody excited about PSVR?
Okay. Well, let me say as this resident VR guy, I don't fucking care. Move on.
Oh wow! Damn.
Oh,
and
shit.
you bought the original one. Damn.
Yeah, and like the 3 good games they put out for it, man.
Oh, that was the key. That's what I was gonna ask. It's like, since they're putting it out, what titles are coming for this thing?
The thing is, like, it can have like the greatest titles ever. Some VR heads. I don't want to deal with this shit. I really
no.
don't,
I love it. I'm not keen on it either. I'm just saying like that. It's always software that pushes this shit, right? That's what I would really want to know. It's like, what games you got for this thing?
They need more crossover titles, man. Like, it still bothers the fuck out of me. Like, okay, so Resident Evil: The Village did this, right? A game that most people are like, I don't need it to be that much more extra horrifying. It is more immersive to a bad extent. I don't want to do that. And they didn't really do that. Like, I would have loved to do that in fucking Dead Rising, for instance. Like, give me a game that isn't so overbearing and like hill folk murdery. Like, it's, I don't know.
To be fair, Resident Evil 7 is scarier than Village.
I mean, that Resident Evil is probably not the best thing to push that technology on, is my point. Because it's more immersive. Where's the one play? There are 2 places where you don't want something to be necessarily more immersive. Scary things and disgusting things.
Yeah.
And they kind of just said, well, let's hit both bases.
With the Resident Evil game, this is both scary and disgusting. But it was really with Resident Evil 7, they pushed the original PSVR with it. And it's like, that's the game you don't want to play in VR, man. It's scary enough as is,
Oh, God. Yeah, maybe I'm getting mixed up. Like, yeah, but my point is, if they had other game, like if every first-person game came with the ability for VR, that shit could take off. If every first-person first-party game utilized it, you could get other people into utilizing it. So this isn't even like an issue of them not supporting something well enough, because I think they do that all the fucking time. I think in this one you needed to set the pace, right? Like you need to be the first one out there dancing before anybody else is gonna fucking dance at your party, guys. And you refuse to do it. You're like, it'll happen eventually. No, it won't. This is something that needs, it needs training wheels, man. You're trying to launch a new technology that costs several hundred extra dollars. You're gonna need to support it a little bit.
Yeah, but to be fair though, it actually did do very well in the end. Which I was very surprised by. Even though it didn't have like the greatest games, Sony did actually keep supporting it with games, unlike the Vita. Because it actually sold. So like so like over 5 million units and stuff. So it was enough for them to create a sequel. I
agree.
Yeah.
They didn't support it though. They let other people support it.
No, Sony released their own first-party games consistently for this thing. They just weren't very compelling. Again, they were at least on top of this, unlike the Vita. Sony was releasing first-party games for this thing.
It wasn't as bad as the Vita. I still feel like, technically, yes, but nothing noteworthy or large.
No, I agree, but just trying to be factual here. Sony did release first-party games this entire time for this thing. They weren't compelling, but they did.
I think we're using different versions of support. Yeah. I'm using it more in the thematic sense of like, you gotta raise your baby, man. You gotta put some effort into this. Yes, you did put out a couple of things, but I feel like that was just kind of, like tossing a dog a bone.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't care about the original PS4. I don't care about this one either. I just don't care about VR in general. It's like, listen, give me a TV, give me a controller. I'm good. I don't need all the extra shit. All right, let's move on. What else do we have here? We got to talk about Project Spartacus. So Project Spartacus, apparently, according to Jeff Grubb, is closer than we think, and he also outlined some of the pricing, which this is the real interesting part here. So let's get into it. Okay, so PS Plus Essential costs $10 and has monthly games like normal. Extra is $13 and gets you what seems like downloadable library of PS Now games only. PS Plus Premium is $16 and gets you cloud streaming, classic games, and game trials. Interesting. Obviously, this is all rumors right now based on his report, but it seems like the highest tier is $16 and you get everything.
Where's the tier that gives you day and date games?
That doesn't happen yet, But I don't think
PlayStation 16 Now stuff. That's what the 16 gives you.
60. That's actually pretty reasonable. I thought it was going to cost a lot more. It's less than Netflix, and it's less than how much money I spent on food a day.
It's getting tough these days.
You mean on last Friday's food?
No, man, dude. No, I'm talking about just on a daily thing when I go to work and stuff. By the way,
Tony,
Manny, when I went to that concert last night, man, oh god, the food. I saw my credit card. So I'm like, god damn, how much is this? Oh yeah, I bought a hot dog and a drink. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, Bray, go on.
$20?
No, it was double it.
Wait, where was this?
What?
I went to a concert. It's called the UBS Arena. It's a new place. But yeah, dude, I bought. Okay, so it's a Philly cheesesteak and a drink. $40 fucking. I'm like, god damn.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Cheesesteak any good?
It was good. It was good, but that's how this shit is. Anyway,
$40 good.
It was a Philly cheese Kobe.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, for that amount of money, you could literally, take a ride to Philly.
Yeah. By the way, Manny, get ready because we're going there to see Iron Maiden.
Eat before you go in.
Yeah, but I'm like, I make money. I'm good.
Yo, man, go eat at Peter Luger's before that. It'll be cheaper.
That was great. That was a good one. Motherfuckers don't even know what Peter Luger's is. Yo, Peter Luger's is tripping though. We went in there because you got to dress kind of nice, right? Yo, we weren't even at our seat yet. Gentlemen, take off your hats. I'm like, motherfucker, can we get situated first? I'll take the hat off. Don't worry about it. You know? Yo, but that steak, though. Oh. Anyway, we're getting off track. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh, yeah. Project Spartacus, $16 a month for the premium one.
Yo, Tony.
Yeah.
I know that we had talked about how, PlayStation with their greatest hits library or whatever they put out, the free games. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know there had been some talk around here about, them probably putting on games, current gen games as they get older. Read the premium one for me because I didn't hear anything about that. It sounded actually like it was pretty well locked into older games. Was I wrong on that?
I think they're offering classic games, but they didn't say no new games.
No, but it just said straight.
I doubt it's going to be new games though. Yeah, it says cloud streaming, cloud games, and game trials, demos basically. So nothing. Okay. Yeah, nothing about new games. Yeah,
it's funny because that game trials thing keeps. Okay, the other two tiers didn't have game trials, right?
No.
So they literally took an old PlayStation Plus thing, and they moved it to a higher tier.
Yes.
Because that literally that game of free game trials is OG PlayStation Plus before they even had free games.
Yeah. What the fuck is game catalog?
Okay, catalog. That's the old
game catalog is
all that stuff there.
By the way, I'm just going to read this. So these are categories: monthly games, game catalog, streaming, classic games, game trials. The fuck is game catalog?
It usually means all the stuff that's already there. So let's say if this is PS Now, expect everything that's there plus, whatever the new stuff is.
Oh, Jeff, go ahead.
I bet it's like the free PlayStation Plus games. They're catalog games.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be that. Ooh,
that's those games. Because otherwise, I don't hear those free PlayStation Plus games on here anywhere, and I'm wondering, they're not going to get rid of that, are they?
I don't know. We don't know at this point.
Tell me where in that list your free monthly game is shown.
Probably the first tier. That's literally what it said. You keep getting your free games. PS Plus Essential is $10 and has monthly games like normal. So there you go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Very interesting.
So I don't know. Yeah, game catalog. That means they just have to have like a kind of like Game Pass does a catalog of games that you can pick from. It's very vague as to what kind of games they are.
Yeah, we don't know. PS Plus Premium gets you all the above and then everything else for $16 per month. That everything else includes PS Now streaming capabilities. You also get a library of classic games as well as new game trials feature. Game trials enables you to download and start playing the full versions of new PlayStation games. Interesting. This likely has a time limit function, which is similar to how game trials work on the EA Play Store from Electronic Arts.
Oh my god, it's so fun. It hurts me to listen to this because it's acting this guy didn't do his research and didn't remember that fucking game trials existed, and literally they did a free game trial for Death Stranding and whatever other game that they released, like literally recently.
Yeah.
It shows you how much of a forgettable fucking feature that shit is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I keep forgetting it exists. Very interesting.
It's not widespread enough, man. It's not like you can go and like try the first hour of any game on there.
Yeah. It says
what killed free game trials before is because a lot of bullshit games got free game trials. Things that nobody cared about, like it was like you can even do a free game trials a search on on Google and find an old PlayStation thing. But they had shit like Plants vs Zombies and stuff. It's like, why would you need to get a free game trial of that shit? You chomping at the bit to find out how Plant vs Zombies is a good game?
Yeah. Okay. This is interesting. Last thing. Sony is moving into a testing phase for Spartacus in the next few weeks, and it could announce the details of its new membership program in March. Although that'll depend on whether it is ready to roll out. And also said that these prices are, they could change. Because I think it'll be good if they bring it down to like $15 max, which will be kind of in line with like Game Pass, Ultimate. But yeah, I guess March is not that far away. As a matter of fact, March is starting next week, so we'll see. Very interesting.
So I mean, at that price point, man, do you think? I mean, I know we talk about this a lot, but do you think they're even trying to compete with Game Pass?
Doing their own
yeah,
thing.
they are. I mean, they are. There's the same price.
Literally
the same
more than
price,
that.
you
It's
know?
not now. Game Pass isn't $16.99.
It's 15, isn't it?
No, it's $14.99.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So I think they should bring it down to $14.99 themselves. Remember, 16 is subject to change. You know, so it is actually competitive if it's the same price.
But it doesn't come with the same, again, the day one. That's
Yeah, we're talking about the pricing. We're talking about the pricing.
I know, but people are gonna say, what do you get for the price?
I just listed what you get.
No, I know, but that doesn't, when you're comparing the two, because you're saying they're comparing it, they're trying to compete price wise.
Yeah.
Okay, and what follows after that when people talk? They're like, all right, so are we getting the same things, day ones and all that stuff? Oh no, we're not. All right, well, first party. I didn't hear any mention at least third party day ones. Just at least you can maybe work out a deal with some of these.
No, we don't know it. We don't know about that.
Yo, Tony, I was asking the question Adam's answering to you. Like he's right. That's like, are they competitive being $1 more? And
again, that
a feature
price,
less.
that price is subject to change. We don't know.
Yeah, meaning that, dude. Yeah. When in the history of deals and promotions has price subject to change mean we might drop it down? Like you don't even you don't even need to put that in there.
Yeah. No, listen, I highly doubt it's going to be $16 because that's a weird structure. Like most subscription services are $15 or $14.99. So I fully expect this to be $14.99 as well. Was $16.99, $15.99? That's a weird pricing structure. I'm basing this off of other services. Understand?
No, I agree, but I'm saying like you don't need to put in prices may vary if you're thinking about lowering the price. That shit's just there so people can't.
It's not an official number, Brett. You're treating it like it's an official number. I'm trying to tell you, it is not. That's why don't take these prices as like written in stone. You know,
isn't it? Didn't you say that was the price on the release that you got?
No, this is all speculative, man.
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. No, that's why I was getting on the price. I was like $16. Like, yeah, it was so specific. I'm like, what do you mean I thought you meant that they had announced it, but they might change it.
Brett, if this was an actual official report, this would be the top story.
I mean, really?
Yeah, of course. This is big. You know, okay, so Game Pass isn't a big story then.
The only reason Game Pass matters is day and date games. The other stuff is all just extra fluff that nobody gets. I am not paying for all of the indie games that I can try. I'm paying for a library that includes day and date games.
Yeah. If they didn't have that, it'd be whack. It'd just be some old rental system.
Yeah.
Well, then the news is that Sony's competitor sucks.
Yeah. But the thing is, again, it's like, okay, maybe you don't get because this is speculative right now. You don't get the games day and date, but you still get 25 years worth of Sony titles. That's fucking big. That already destroys Game Pass right there. That alone, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm gonna be honest, Tony. Only old people like us really care that much about old games. Most people don't want to go into the previous generation, much less the generation before that.
But that's one of the selling points of Game Pass. You get to play all these old games. That's also one of them.
The BC stuff is not part of it. That's already free right off the bat.
But that shows you that people still like playing old games. It's not just old farts like us.
I mean, I think it's a feather in their cap. I don't think it's a huge money generator. Chris can definitely probably prove me wrong on that one, but
Game Pass is not. That's also true.
Well, no, I meant like I don't think there's people beating down the doors for PS2 games. I think there's a hardcore and dedicated.
You don't hang out on Twitter.
Let me finish.
I
believe there's a hardcore and dedicated fan base, but they are far from even a sizable group. Like they're definitely not the majority. They're not even a big chunk of the minority.
You could say that about the people clamoring for old Xbox games.
But there's proof. There's proof to that because even that Sony head when he was like, "Oh yeah, there's no point for older games."
Jim Ryan, it was him. Yeah,
exactly. So he's looking at numbers because that's clearly what he's basing off of. And we haven't seen an increase of PlayStation 2 backward compatible games. Like remember where we had Manhunt, we had Warriors, a few of them, and then they just stopped. So I would think if they were selling, then they would just keep doing it and say, you know what, we're going to bring that whole shit back. If we could double dip like this.
Or they're just going to dump them into this service, all those games.
But they were already there. They were all on the PlayStation Now had all those games.
Yeah.
I think those games are already digitized and it's easier for them to say like, well, let's put it out there. And it gives a compelling argument. they're trying to get people to go and play some of their backlog of games. I just don't think it's a huge like maybe last generation, sure, but again, going back to PS2 games, I don't know about all that, man. Like I feel like it sounds better than it is. Oh, you're like, oh look, they're putting out a catalog of 20-year-old games. You gonna play them? No, but that's interesting.
One thing.
But that was one of the selling point. I mean, that's why people love Xbox backwards compatibility. You know?
No, they love Xbox backwards compatibility because it's cannon fire, or it's ammunition for their.
I mean, even console. That it's not even that far back of a lot of the games that they have. It's more of like with the 360 and stuff. It's not just from the Xbox time. They have some of those, but those look kind of rough.
Yeah. The 360 games are 100% padding, even on Game Pass. Ain't nobody going back and playing the first fucking, Fable.
Damn, I tried to play Fusion Frenzy.
Yo,
and I used to love
Adam's
that game.
playing that shit.
That shit was fucking rough. I was like, ooh, I'll just keep my memories.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Most of these, like, everyone's like, oh man, there's this huge clamoring for it. It's like, have you gone back and played an original Xbox game? They look fucking terrible.
So you agree with Jim Ryan's previous statement then?
Look, I think that there's a hardcore hobbyist fan base, and I think that that's absolutely normal, and I respect those guys. Just quit treating it like it's a sizable chunk of the fan base. It's fucking not.
I don't think anybody's treating us as a sizable chunk of the fan base.
They are. Like, it's kind of like if I'm PlayStation, being like, oh, we're coming out because fans are requesting it with a limited edition arcade console cabinet. Adam would fucking love that, and two of his friends would love that. But that's about it. It reminds me of when I met Kirkman at Comic-Con, and he was talking, and he mentioned Battle Pope, and I was like, dude, I love Battle Pope. He just looked at me and goes, yeah, you and two other people.
Yeah. And
I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but I don't think any sane people are arguing that it's a big, sizable chunk. The
way that PlayStation dances it around, it seems like they fucking think that this is a big important feature to a lot of people.
Not Jim Ryan. Remember what he said? He said
not Jim Ryan, but their advertising. They just made a. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, dude, what do you mean that they're dancing this?
Yeah, I'm not understanding where you're getting this from.
There's been absolutely no official word about this at all, and in fact, PlayStation was willing to literally close down the whole the old stores just to dump it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Where are you getting this from? That Sony's dangling this or
I think
dancing
he's
around?
getting around it, like you just said. They're talking about closing those old stores, but at the same time, they still have PS Now, which is just all older games. And then recently, they started adding some semi-new ones. So they haven't closed that. So they have plans for it, and it sounds like their plan is just to merge it into one of the subscription plans, just so people can jump in on it.
I think that it seems like the plan, but again, we have no official word as to what
Sony has not said a thing. This is all.
Hold on. I think I got misunderstood because my whole point here was it's not a huge thing within their fan base, yet they're acting like it is.
Wait, who's acting? Who?
Sony.
How? Wait, how?
By creating Project Spartacus. By making an entire fucking thing.
Project Spartacus could be bullshit. We don't know. None of this is official yet.
That was a leak of that they were making something.
Yeah. So Sony is not doing anything. Nothing has been official yet. It's all reports.
I'll save it. I will save it until we all fucking know it's coming.
Maybe, but let's just make sure that we're not talking about these things as if they're officially announced.
Okay.
Officially announced.
I'm not speaking in official capacity. I'm speaking the unofficial capacity that we all fucking know that they're going to come out with a fucking competitor for Game Pass, and it's not going to have day and date games. Who the fuck are we kidding?
Okay, but we'll have to wait for the date. Yeah, we can't just say that.
I just want to mention that. As much as Brett's poo-pooing the backwards library on Game Pass, it's still really important to have something there because if you're just gonna have
and Brett, weren't you happy that you were able to play all these old Xbox games on because of Game Pass?
And then he actually played them and he said, "Nah,
I'm confused. I'm confused by this whole thing." Wait. I'm gonna jump.
Let me clarify. Like I said, day and date games are the reason I come there. The other stuff is just sides. I don't go to to a fucking burger place and just get an order of fries. It's a waste.
You
of my
just said no one
time.
cares about it.
Wait. But just clarify also another thing with the whole BC stuff. That's not Game Pass. That's just a console
separate
able
thing.
to.
Yeah.
That's just a console able to do it. That's what I'm talking about. All these old Xbox games and stuff. Yeah, they're on Game Pass, but you don't need Game Pass for it. You can pop in your old disc, or if you had the digital purchase, it'll just pop up in your catalog. Like, oh, here, go ahead and play this. That's how I'm playing table tennis. That's not on through Game Pass. That's because I own it in the digital version, and it lets me play it. But it's not a Game Pass game. That's just their service of supporting their older games.
I mean, backwards compatibility in general. I think it's a thing that a lot of people like, nobody uses. And by I don't mean nobody, but very small percentage of people use or dramatically care about. But nobody's opposed to it. Everybody's like, sure, yeah, I guess. You know,
I've always said this about backwards compatibility. It's important the first 2 years of your console because there's just nothing to play. But afterwards, nobody cares.
Well, here's
unless
the thing.
unless it's last generation when nothing comes.
Yeah,
out.
we're still having backwards compatibility games.
Like, if that's, I mean, look at that game that you guys keep talking. That demo that was on the PlayStation or whatever.
What, Matrix?
No. The
Oh,
demo. The
PT.
horror
He's talking about
yeah.
PT.
People keep talking about that, and they'll keep talking about it even after the fact.
Yeah.
Many years. Why? Then it's the same thing. It's because there's always going to be somebody that says, "Hey, you should play this," and they never made it. And that's the same reason why I played the table tennis. Maybe if they made another one, I wouldn't give a shit. I'm like, "Oh, I'll just play the new one." But they never did. So I have no choice. This is the only way I can play it.
It's nice to have. It's just generally not used. It's how do I put this in the place where, like, it's cool, it's there. It's kind of like a first aid kit. Like, you're going to use it every once in a while. It's nice to have it there. Is it a deal breaker? Not really. No. The only reason I say it's blown out of proportion is because everybody on fucking Twitter, and I'm kind of taking a page out of Tony's book on this one, wants to act like backwards compatibility is just the fucking crown jewel of gaming that they've been pursuing yet unable to pin down because it's an elusive beast and they want to make sure it's a one-to-one transfer. No, the truth is it's not worth putting the money into to do this shit. It's not like it's beyond scientific bounds or anything like that.
We do it on PC.
Well, I mean, Xbox does it,
Yeah, we absolutely can.
It's remember, Brett. Remember when Xbox One came out, and then they were asked, "Oh, can you play the older games?" "Oh no." "Can you play 360?" "No, we have some issues. It just can't be done." And then a year later,
right.
They backtracked on that same shit. But I think that as long as they don't charge for it, it should be like that for all consoles. BC should be for all consoles. That's just to support your fan base.
Yeah, like, it should be a basic thing that's there. And before anybody takes me out of context, I just want to throw this last addendum in. I agree with Tony. In fact, I'll go so far as to expand off what Tony says. I think it's important for the entire generation that it be backwards compatible for the generation previous to that, because you're gonna have so many games whose origins started that. A game that's 20 years old, sure, they're gonna reboot that. They're gonna tell you the shit that you need to know. If I wanted to play, they came out with a new Mass Effect. Like, I'd probably want to go back and play, some of the old Mass Effects. So I think that's reasonable. I think that should be in everything. But I think when you see people on Twitter, they act like PlayStation 2 games. Now, that's a real fucking get. And if they make a subscription service that offers me PlayStation 2 games, you can believe me and everybody else on the internet is going to fucking buy that shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Xbox guys were doing the same thing when they got backwards compatibility. So
no, and that's why I said the Xbox guys, your whole
thing. They weren't charged for it.
Yeah, quit throwing original fucking Xbox games in your Game Pass catalog and being like, we have 300 games. No, you don't. Right? Like, those, you have 200 games and then a bunch of other side shit that, oh shit, Elden Ring just popped.
Oh, okay. I guess we gotta end the show.
Yeah, no, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah. Oh no, this is serious right now. All right,
Later, Brett.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
Yeah, my point is, everyone wants to use PlayStation 2 era games as ammunition. It's just console war shit. Is all that it is.
And it's sad because it's there. PlayStation Now has been around for years, and those games are there. Mark Echo Getting Up isn't there, which is what I would love to play. But there are games there, and if they really cared, it's there you go.
The backwards compatibility and having that back library of games in Game Pass, I feel like is important. Is it the big ticket seller? No, it's the day and date stuff. But if you're just gonna have day and date stuff, then you're gonna have a handful of games in the service, and it's like, so what? After a month after Halo Infinite comes out, are you going to get rid of it? Because you're technically going to be backwards compatible by then. So it's just, you know, it's good to have more choice, and it's always enticing for someone, you know, that could try a game that, hey, you know, Portal's coming out in Game Pass. I've never played Portal. Maybe someone will like it. It's not going to be the masses, but you know, it's always good, you know, for gamers to, you know, find games that they couldn't before and know that they didn't know that they enjoyed. So
it's cool that it's a feature that the console can do without a charge. Yes, they're all in Game Pass, but if you don't have Game Pass, you can still pop in those games and it'll work at no extra charge because you own it. Or if you did the digital, especially now we're all going all digital with everything, that's very important because I don't want that every time I get another console that my whole shit's gonna get flushed.
And we just talked about Adam, we just talked about Guardians of the Galaxy should be put on Game Pass. You know, that wouldn't be day and date, but it still would be something that could help both gamers and the franchise to, you know, hopefully meet the expectations that Square Enix probably put like 100 million on their friggin' expectations or something.
I mean, even if they just did a middle ground, man, like, it doesn't need to be day and date. Just have some newish games on there. Like, we all thought that's what we're getting with PlayStation Plus, and we get shit like really old. Like, I have not seen a relevant thing pop up on PlayStation Plus in a minute. It's always really dated shit. So, like, if they could just get their shit together and you know, get games 2, 3, 6 months after they release, not a year and a half later, it'd be a big step up.
Yeah. All right. Well, actually, a couple of things here. Some things people want us to talk about. Mighty Nerd, no talk of Capcom Fighting Collection. It's fucking bullshit. If you saw me on Twitter, I went off about this. What a piece of shit. Okay, and I need to add this caveat, right? I love Darkstalkers. Manny, you already know that was one of our favorite games. Love Darkstalkers. I don't need 5 fucking Darkstalkers games in its collection.
Yeah, why the fuck is there 5 versions of Darkstalkers in that goddamn thing?
You know what you could have done? Have a Darkstalkers collection. That's it. Yeah. Have a Darkstalkers collection. So you have this Capcom fighting game collection, or where the fuck it is, and you don't have some of the biggest. You don't have any of the Versus games on this shit. None of them. You know, and you can't tell me, oh, there's licensing deals. Adam, don't you have that fucking arcade cabinet with a bunch of these Versus games on it?
Yeah,
come on
they
now.
already released.
Come on now, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
That had the most recent Street Fighter collection cabinet that they released had Darkstalkers 1, 2, 3. I mean,
X-Men versus Street Fighter. They had another one. It's like, so there's no licensing. You guys were just being lazy. That's the thing. If you want to obviously put Darkstalkers in there, please. But can we get some of the Versus fucking games? You know,
like you know, like you have a fighting game collection. You have fucking Puzzle Fighter 2.
But
Puzzle Fighter 2 is not even a fucking fighting game.
I love Puzzle Fighter 2. Just to get that straight. Love it. It does not belong in this fucking collection at all. You know,
where shit like, you know, Power Stone. That's a legitimate fighting game. How come that's not in there?
That's not on there.
How about Rival Schools? How come that's not in there? This is fucking bullshit. Like
this thing sucks. You know, one of the cool things about this has Red Earth that's never been released.
Damn.
You know, but yeah, that pissed me the fuck off. I tweet up at this, like, I'm going to bed pissed off right now because that thing ruined my whole fucking night. I had work the next. I couldn't sleep. I was pissed. You know,
Red Earth was in another collection, but that was back on PS2.
They did
Capcom Fighting Evolution, and it had Red Earth in there.
Oh,
but
cool.
I agree with you 100%. I was like, wait a minute, like things are repeating. It was like Darkstalkers 2, Vampire Savior 2. I'm like, wait, isn't it the same?
It's the same fucking thing. Oh, it's never been released in America. We had a version of it. Stop with the bullshit.
You know,
Tony.
Like, and if anything, if they really, really wanted to put those versions in there, just give you a little toggle to switch between the 2 versions within that game, but don't fucking count it as a separate
game.
Yeah. Brett, what's
Tony?
Up? Yeah.
Can you please review this game and have the title be "This game was so bad it ruined my day"?
No, yeah, that'd be hilarious. Well, I think I remember. Remember how they had that mini PlayStation? It was like a rip off of the SNES Mini, and I said, like, this is the absolute worst way to play these games. It was, that trash. Okay, so that's that, and then Mob Hits goes, don't talk about Elden Ring being Steam Deck compatible. Elden Ring is Steam Deck compatible, people. Get ready.
My God.
Get ready. You know.
Too bad all of us are getting on
Alive.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll buy it twice.
There you go, man.
I mean, fuck, man. I love the Ring the Soul series so much. I bought the deluxe collector's edition, not the $200 one, but like the $80 one. I'm never gonna listen to this album, and I'll probably look through the digital concept art once. I just wanted to give him more money for the game.
Nice. All right. And the last thing, and Carlos, this is something you want to talk about. You want to talk about Horizons, don't you? Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah,
Well,
y'all playing it.
I haven't
piece of
talked to
shit.
it with. Yeah, I haven't talked with anybody, so
Yeah.
would be interesting just to see what everyone. I mean, I'm guessing only 2 of us played, maybe 3, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a good sequel for the original game, but I will say, and maybe it's just me, the game is beautiful, but it feels like a PS4 game. And I don't know if it's just me. Like,
Well, it
I don't
is
know.
a
Tony, did you
PS4
have-
game. Yeah, it is a PS4. Let's just be real here. You know.
Do you think that's where they messed up?
No, they
Not saying that they messed up,
Well,
but
they couldn't
should this have been?
help that. They couldn't help that. It's a PS4 game. You know.
I mean, they could have made it a PS5 game.
they could have,
and
but they
used
weren't. You know, just
system.
like they weren't going to do that. you
No,
know?
I know. I'm just asking. Would it have been everything you would?
Here's
Would
the thing.
more
No,
of
no,
the
actually,
same
no,
been
no,
better?
Let's just think about it. No, if it was a PS5 exclusive, I don't think it would have been better because it still would be fundamentally be the same game. You know. So no, I don't think it would have actually helped it. But,
So
and this,
You don't
and
think
I'm
it would have seemed next gen to you?
I don't. Again, because I'm trying to think. I can't think of any games that feel next gen to me, man.
Well, because here's the
You
weird
know?
thing. Like, we're living in an unprecedented time in certain
We talked about
aspects.
this before. Like,
I mean,
I don't-
for a lot of reasons,
Yeah.
but this would be the game that would be the new system seller. Like, it would really push the features of the new console. Like, in every other gaming generation, this is it. This is the first time we've seen it just be like, well, they didn't do that this time. I'm wondering.
nobody's doing that though. That's the
I
problem
know.
here. You know, that's the problem. And I've harped about this time. Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 do not feel like next gen consoles. Neither of them do. You know, I just had to get that straight. People go, oh, Xbox ain't got shit. No, they don't. You know, it's kind of, but at least PlayStation has they have new games. They're just fucking cross gen. You know, but yeah. Aside from that, no, I thought the game was good. It was more of the same, but that's also a good thing. I feel that, you know, and this is just me speaking broadly now. I'm trying to be careful here. Some franchise side, oh, we're gonna really twist things around. We're gonna screw with the audience. We're gonna divide people. Horizon were like, we're gonna give these motherfuckers more of what they like, and I could appreciate that. There's too much division with the media now, you know, giving us all these crazy versions of things. They're like, no, let's give people what they want, you know. So even though it's more of the same, I could appreciate that, you know, because for some reason, entities don't want to entertain people anymore, you know. Like, I don't know what's up with that. But this
felt
one was
like
thoroughly entertaining. I got the platinum, you know, your boy, and I gave it a good, and I gave it a good review. I gave it a 9 out of 10. You know.
Oh, dude! So you're not responsible for the 89?
I am not. Yeah, I am not. Unfortunately, we're not on Metacritic. I tell you, if we were on Metacritic, that score would have been higher. You know, we would have bounced off that other site's thing. Oh, by the way, didn't they also give like? Did they review Elden Ring?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Crazy site?
Yeah, that crazy site. Because I'm like, I hope they don't drive down the fucking numbers. It could have been 100%, but if not for these motherfuckers, you know.
Oh, it's gonna get review bombed in the next few days, man.
Oh, by the way, we didn't even talk about the Horizons getting review bombed right now. You know.
Oh, because Bearded Lady Dragon Edition.
I don't know. It's probably salty Xbox fanboys because they don't have any games on their system. You know.
They're coming, guys. Just calm the fuck down.
Yeah, and by the way, I do want to mention: is it just me, Tony, or the facial animations like are ridiculously good in this game? Like when you're on cutscenes and you're watching, you know, the people talk and stuff. It's like
I actually thought the facial animations were kind of as wonky in this game as they were in the last one. I didn't like them in the last
Really?
game. I didn't like them in this game either.
It seems like they're trying to make up for the previous game because that one was really janky.
yeah, the first one was pretty bad.
I will say this though, their body animations in between those cutscenes are good. You know, or the dialogue scenes, because in the other one they're just stiff talking the whole time. At least this time I knew, but I felt their eyes were kind of weird and stuff like I don't know. I still think they need to work on that.
This game, I think a reason why I liked it a lot is because it felt more like Monster Hunter than the previous one.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
yeah, I mean, I felt the first one was like Monster Hunter in a way. Oh, by the way, Bob Page goes, so of the ones that have played both games, which is the two particular game? What two games?
He's probably saying Elden Ring.
None of us have played Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring just unlocked.
The game just came out, and I said this before. I refuse to review this game. I got offered, Tony, you want to review? I'm like, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I don't want to rush through that shit. It's good that gaming isn't my primary beat. I can just review shit if I want. You know, another one, Gran Turismo 7. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Was there a throwaway line why Aloy doesn't have all the stuff from the last game and the DLC?
There actually was a throwaway line. Yeah, there was a throwaway line.
There was something like, oh, you're traveling light. I'm like, wait, she threw all that cool shit away? Oh my god, this stuff was amazing. And now you're back to a basic bow and a basic spear. I'm like,
especially when she can take a treasure chest and put it into her fucking back pocket.
Yes, that did happen. That literally, she took a treasure chest and she just went, like, what?
But now it's like you have to use workbenches and fucking upgrade that shit all over again. I was annoyed at that when
video games.
I didn't get. I was like, oh, this is at least Samus gets like knocked into a wall and all her shit falls out of her pocket. Like, oh, I gotta find this shit again.
It is the same stuff every single time too.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the game's dope. The game's dope. Definitely a lot of fun. Again, I just kept playing it after the fact. I'm like, oh, this is good. Got the, it's a really like I said, it died in my review, a crowd pleasing game. And again, with so many, I'm trying to be careful about it, but you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of franchises that are just doing a lot of bullshit. You know, this one's like, no, give people what they want. You know, which is good.
The story,
and I said, the
story's even good.
Oh, the story's really good. And I said this. If you really think about it, Aloy is actually like a PlayStation character that's like aspirational. Think about it like this, right? Ellie, fucking deranged murderer, right? Nathan Drake, he's a psycho killer and he has fun doing it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like Aloy, at least she's just a good for goodness sake. I'm like, oh. And then, Manny and I were thinking about it, a lot of PlayStation first party characters are pretty fucking deranged. You know, Kratos, he's out of his mind. Fucking Sly Cooper's a thief. You know, Jack is all fucked up. Like Ratchet's one of the few ones. Okay, he's good. He's just a good guy. You know, same thing with Clank. And Aloy's one of them. She's just a good person. But a lot of their main characters are fucked up in some kind of way. You know, which is interesting.
Tortured. I killed my family because of the gods.
You know, and Atreus too. You know he's gonna be fucked up. You know, wink, wink. Yeah, because Manny, no spoilers, but you know what I'm talking about.
It's especially what he goes through with his father, who is essentially like, oh, how old is Atreus? Like 7, and he's literally gone like 7 or 10 years and just been there but not there.
Yeah, yeah. Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, Carlos, I have a question for you. So you said that it feels like a PS4 game. So what would make it feel like a PS5 game out of interest?
Talking about ray tracing.
Well, the fact that, I don't know, it started off pretty bad because I played it in fidelity mode and I felt like the frame rate wasn't good enough. And that's like the first time I felt that about a console game in a long time. And
I have the biggest smile on my face right now when you said that. It's like, oh, 30 frames not good enough.
Well, Brian, I've just to let you know, I've been playing PC games for decades now, so I understand.
It's just nice when like someone else says the exact same thing I've been saying for years. Like, who would have known?
Yeah, I've always given console games a pass, but it just didn't feel right, especially since playing all of these games like Spider-Man and Miles Morales and all of these games and Ratchet, and playing them on the PS5, you have the option for 60 frames per second. It's just going to be my go-to now, the performance mode. And apparently the Elden Ring performance mode is kind of janky, so hopefully it gets fixed pretty soon.
Elden Ring.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it's a lot with that. And I just feels, it feels like more of an incremental sort of leap than it did a giant leap. And obviously it's understandable because the original game came out a few years ago. It wasn't like that long of a time, but I'm pretty sure And by the way, Tony, there.
No, I'm sorry, Carlos. You know me. I'm a stickler when it comes to fucking language. It's not a leap at all, bro.
I didn't say it was a leap.
Yeah, no, you said incremental leap. I think you.
Incremental leap.
No,
yeah,
no,
incremental is a key word.
No,
it's the
get
preverb.
But get rid of the leap.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I would say incremental step forward because a leap is like you know what I'm
saying.
Yeah,
a leap for an ant can be different than a leap for a human.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to emphasize your main point that this is not next gen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I guess it's a couple steps forward. You know, we get flying in the game finally, which is nice. You know.
That part was pretty sick.
Something that they said was totally impossible on the PlayStation 4. What happened, bro?
Yeah, well, if you notice, and you know, I couldn't talk about this in my review, obviously, but the cat's out of the bag now. But if you notice, that flying very slow. That's obviously so the game can load shit up. You know. It's like you get flying, you get swimming. That's cool. But it's again, I'm just being a stickler. It's not a leap at all. It's just a couple steps forward. You know.
Yeah, it's it just feels like Horizon, like just a really polished version of Horizon Forbidden Dawn with a new story.
Yeah, that was a great game, Forbidden Dawn. So great, I never played it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. By the way, they did, obviously the ending of the game. I did finish it. The end of the game. I'm excited. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
because the next game not only has what's going to happen, but it's going to be a PS5 only game.
Yo, by the way, Carlos, we'll talk about this off air, probably between us. I think I know what the next game's going to be called. Just based off of what you learn.
You can say it. Is it the title of the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, Horizon.
Not Nemesis.
Oh man.
Okay. No, I just wanted to know because, and this is a surprise for the people here as well. No. I've actually been playing Horizon as well.
See, on your PC?
By the way, Brian, I did see that because at the very small occasion I do turn on my PlayStation these days, I did see Brian was playing.
Man, he's like, I have been watching you, young fella.
Wait, hold on. We're burying the lead here. Brian was playing Horizon. That's yep. So I was
at launch.
No, but see, I was just like, all right, Brian playing it on PC, Horizon Zero Dawn. You're playing on PlayStation?
Yeah, I'm playing on PlayStation.
Wow. And it's the PlayStation 5.
It's the first one, not the second one.
That's what I'm saying. I figured you'd be playing on PC, bro. What's up?
No, I got on. Well, initially I got it on disc on PS4, but then it came out free digital. So I'm like, yeah, just get the digital one since I can keep the PS4 one closed, sealed, sell it off in like 20 years, make money.
Worth nothing.
I thought, do that. Yeah, I have some choice words about this game.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah, this is... You can tell that the first game, it was their first time making an open world game. Because it suffers from a lot of Assassin's Creed open world blandness, I would have to say. It's just very safe and very boring and very plain. And what's up with the combat of the first one? It's kind of trash.
What do you mean?
The spear combat is trash.
Oh yeah, melee shit is not that good. It's bow and arrow is what you got to do.
It's like the way that people were talking about this game. I thought, okay, it's good. It's going to be like on the level of like Witcher 3. It's like, okay, really really good game. Everything's like above board. Everything's really fine, really nice. But it's like, it just feels very.
Well, the Witcher 3 is one of the highest rated games of all time. Also,
see, the thing is, people were saying that it's on that level, so I expected it to be on that level.
Wait, what people?
People on the internet.
Ooh, as a matter of fact, Brian, I got a question for you because you are kind of like, I know you kind of get turned off when games get too overhyped. What's your take on Elden Ring being the greatest game of all time, according to some people?
I just think it's funny. I just find the whole thing to be really funny. Firstly, I need to just laugh because it's like Horizon just cannot catch a break. Like first time round, it was Breath of the Wild that came in with like a 97, and then like wiped out all the hype. And now it's Elden Ring comes in with 97, and again wipes out all the hype. So it's like, I feel bad for them.
And it's funny
And
because
honestly,
apparently Elden Ring's inspired by Breath of the Wild, according to everybody. It's fucking silly, you know.
to be fair, again, it's probably just the same people saying the same things. Like, oh, it's really good. Again, you know me, I don't put weight on game scores anymore. So to me, I honestly don't care.
Good for you.
Like, I've always been, I've been that way for like 10 years now. Like, a game can have like a 89 on Metacritic or like a 97 or like a 64. To me, it's all just the same until I play it. So it's just one of those things. Again, I just find the whole thing funny because I'm just loving seeing all the cope that the Sony fans are doing now. It's like suddenly review scores, like they're different now. It's like, oh, Elden Ring's been paid off or some bullshit. Or people are lying. You know, like the funniest one was when people like started up with these spaces saying, oh, Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West is still like the game of the year of this year. It's like, you're only saying that like
because
copium.
It's the YouTubers and the streamers are being paid off, and we know they're being paid because they're open with their money. They get paid to play them.
Yeah. No, Brian, remember when Horizon got 89? These guys were on Twitter Spaces before 9 a.m. like complaining. It was like, all right, guys.
What did Chris call them? Cope streams?
Cope streams, right, Chris?
Oh yeah, the cope streams, man.
It's so funny because if you didn't care about the Metacritic score, then your life would be so much better.
For real.
Honestly, it's so good just not giving a damn. It's like game gets like 97, who cares? Play it, you don't play it. Game gets 59, who cares? You may enjoy it. Maybe like one of those stupid fun games. It may be so bad that you find yourself laughing the whole time, but then you still enjoyed it because you were laughing, you were experiencing emotion the whole time, you know? Not on purpose, obviously.
Brian, hold on. I was just thinking, like, imagine a dude playing Horizon going, man, I would enjoy this game. And he's loving the game, Forbidden West, right? And he thinks to himself, man, I would enjoy this more if it was a 90. Like, how stupid is that, you know?
It's just so, again, I just don't understand it. It's just, why put so much weight on a number that, for the most part,
is irrelevant?
It's pretty much made up.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, yeah.
Like, there is no opinion too. That's the other thing. It's not like
exactly.
We all got together, and this whole company. This is what It's just the reviewer's opinion.
No, it's just made up. Like, it's literally people just saying, you know what? I think this is a X out of 10, and that's it. Again, made up on the spot. Like, there's no real like scorecard or like checklist of like, okay, a game has X, Y, and Z, hence it gets like 8 out of 10. Like, there's none of that really. It's just kind of like, I feel like it's this number, and that's it. So I just don't care. But yeah, back to Horizon 1. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it would be. It's very Assassin's Creed-esque, and yeah, I'm kind of okay with that in the sense of I don't care anymore. Yeah,
you're right. You're right when you said that. It does feel like it's like their first foray at an open world. I do agree with that.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that, but it's funny because, like, to me, even though you could tell, but even though, like, to me, that game was still better than a lot of the games that came out that year. Even at that stage, like I said, I kind of wish I had not played that before Breath of the Wild, because playing Breath of the Wild after Horizon, it's like I can't, like, going to that game when it came out, it was one of the best looking games out there, and you go to this fucking trash Breath of the Wild, like, why am I playing this shit, you know? So I kind of wish that I could play Horizon afterwards, you know, because Breath of the Wild rough after that shit, you know. But
funny enough,
yeah,
I actually still enjoyed Breath of the Wild more than. Because it's just...
As you played it before, Dirk?
Yeah.
Well, not because of that, because
I'm joking.
I actually enjoyed exploring that game. Like, in Horizon, I don't enjoy exploring because there's nothing really to discover. Because everything's just, like, on the map. Like, imagine instead of, like, the map being like, okay, we'll highlight you where all these creatures are, and, you know what, you need to go through and discover them. Or they have, like, creatures have different regions that they will like patrol, and then you just come across them. Instead of just where the map is saying, okay, there's this creature there, there's those creatures there, there's those creatures there. Like, look at all the icons on the map, you know, like, we'll tell you where everything is. It's like, don't tell me what stuff is.
Well, you know, again, it's all
Let me
preference. See,
explore.
I want that. Like, put everything on the map so I could just go for it. I don't want to fucking dig around for hours. You're wasting my fucking time here. Show me where the good shit is so I can go to it. You know, that's.
I can get that for like stuff that you pick up and like the metal flowers and the statues. Okay, for that stuff, yeah, put it on the map. That's fine. But for all the creatures, like no, like let me discover them naturally. You know.
Yeah. Well, they could always turn it off because me, I want like put it on the map so I don't have to fucking look for it.
Oh, and,
you know.
And by the way, the new one has the option to do either.
Yeah, you could turn those on or off. You know, so you'll be happy about that,
Right.
Brian.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Because again, being told where everything is just kind of ruins the fun of exploring because you know what's there. So hence it's like, oh, there's that thing there, so I can go there and find it. It's like it's not exploring if you know what's there. You know.
Like audio
like-
cues.
I mean,
What are you
again,
exploring?
it depends. I'm like, listen, I don't want to deal with fucking exploring. Show me where the good shit is. I got things to do. You know, don't waste my time.
I like well, that's what I like about Breath of the Wild. I like exploring stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
I wasn't told what was around the corner, so hence I had to go and find out. Like, okay, what's up that hill? Oh, it's what's the dudes with the bows? They're really tough guys. The centaur dudes.
I don't know.
Karja?
The cards, you know.
No, in
knack,
Breath of the Wild,
you know.
like
I don't know
the
who the
centaur
fuck.
dudes with the mains, the tough guys. Yeah, it's like it's one of those guys just sat there. It's like, okay, cool. Now I know to stay away from there. You know, that's what I enjoyed about it. It was fun to explore. Was this is not as much fun to explore, and just like, just puts me off that because why have an open world if there's no point of exploring it? In my opinion.
But there is. But the
yeah.
thing is, if there's a map there, that is the point. So you could go to the places. You know.
No,
but again,
it
it's
tells
just
me
different-
what
yeah.
is there. You know, again, to me, there's a difference between someone saying that, hey, there's a 7-Eleven around the corner, compared to you going around the corner and discovering that there's 7-Eleven there. To me, those two things are very different, and I like discovering rather than being told and being shown. Okay, there's something there.
I think that. I mean, again, you know, I think that's fair. But to me, I'm like that. You tell me where it is saves me the time. You know. Because again, my time is precious. I'm not trying to fucking. Oh, let me go around the corner and see what's there. I don't give a fuck. Show me what's there. I got shit to do. You know. But it's,
Yeah,
you know, it's
I-
a difference of opinion. That's fine.
I feel like I'm the older I get, the more I'm like with Tony because
Yeah.
back then I could spend hours upon hours just running around.
Oh yeah, 20
every
years,
place.
20 years ago, I probably would have thought Breath of the Wild was the greatest shit ever. But I'm like, listen, my time is precious. Show me where the fucking shit is. If I have to go on YouTube to find everything, you're making me go through too many steps. You know. So I'm not trying to deal with that shit.
These days I'm like, if I spend 2 hours doing playing a game and I don't reach what I'm trying to do,
Yeah.
it's like it's a waste of fucking time for me. I just
Yeah.
feel like I can do something else.
Exactly.
We have other things to do. And all
Yeah,
that.
we got shit to do. Like, you know, just show me everything so I can go to it. Stop dealing with this bullshit. You know.
Nah, give me stuff to explore.
And,
I need to explore.
and also to be fair, gaming is like my 10th hobby. So like I feel like if gaming is wasting a lot of my time like that, then it's not worth it. But if it, if gaming was my primary hobby, then I would feel like it's part of the enjoyment of it, I think.
Yeah. Bob hits. You forgot about Metal Gear Solid 5. That was an open world game. He goes, open world Metal Gear game would be dope. We had that already. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Some people didn't think it felt like it, but it was very much.
Yeah, it was. All right, I think we're done here. Another good show. All right, does anybody have anything to plug?
Adam?
Let's see.
Oh, we got another episode of I Am Negan that's out. We've been covering this season finale, pretty much. This is it, the final season, I should say, for The Walking Dead. Yeah, no nuke yet, but who knows? Maybe they'll merge together and we'll get a nuke from Fear. But yeah, a lot of people have been jumping on. So far, we've had 2 episodes since it's returned, and a lot more views and listens on all platforms. So again, it's
Oh,
I Am
shit.
Negan. Yeah, it's on Spotify, iTunes.
People got that
It's-
excitement.
They got that excitement. Yeah, we definitely noticed a big increase on that. So that's cool. So if you're into Walking Dead, check it out. We cover Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead and all the other spin-offs. And myself, Richard Bailey Jr., also at the Coalition, and then your Carlos Romero over here.
Yay. All right, Manny, do you have anything?
Well, just announced recently was my cover to Transformers Beast Wars number 16, which is coming out this May. And Excellence, the Excellence Collection Volume 2 has just dropped. It actually dropped this Wednesday, so keep on a lookout for that if you haven't picked it up or if you're interested in checking out the book. So now both graphic novels are out in the field, and also again, thank you again if you got the super collected hardcover version of a collection, which is good stuff.
That has all 12, right?
Unfortunately, it doesn't have all 12. It actually stops a couple of. We were in the midst of, the Kickstarter was only supposed to be a specific thing. I think we added one more issue as a stretch goal because it was only supposed to be the usual 6, and it's actually a few issues more. And then we also added an additional comic which I drew. So this one is the second volume of the trade paperbacks.
Nice.
For the second half of the book.
Yeah, I don't have anything to plug. We're good to go here, right? The nuke. People in the chat already saying it.
I'm telling you,
mob hits with the bits, man. Let's go.
Fear the Walking Dead has nukes, so they're dealing with all this radiation and shit. It's really fucking crazy.
That's dope. All right, man. We are out of here. So make sure you follow Throwdown on Twitch and Twitter, and join the Discord where mob hits will always drop the biggest and craziest rumors out on the internet. You can find Throwdown on any podcast app by searching for Throwdown Show, and you can visit throwdownshow.com to listen to past episodes. If you're on YouTube and you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and be notified of when we do YouTube premieres, which is on Monday and Friday nights at 10:45 p.m. Eastern. For everything and all that, links are down below. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you next time.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Peace out.
Adam Vale.
Good week, everybody.
Brett.
Good weekend, I should say.
Yeah. Brett Murdoch.
See it.
And Brian Manjoma.
Like in that one song, it is the end of the world like we know it.
Oh, man.
What is it? Wait, Brian, is it the "Don't They Say It's the End of the World"? Is it that one?
No, he's talking about it's the end of the world as we
He's talking
know
about
it.
the REM song.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I feel fine. Yeah, that one.
My second choice was "The End" by The Doors, but
Yeah,
that's a good one.
All right, people. We'll see you on Sunday if the world hasn't blown up. Later.
Peace.
This is
Peace.